Please tell me you can hear me now. I'm getting rid of the microphone. I did not just shut it off. Crickets. You guys still can't hear me? You guys cannot hear me. Yes, you can hear me. Okay. I just killed the mic. I don't know what's going. This is the mic I always use right here. Holy hell. All right. Here's the deal. I've been reading these comments and no one can hear me. I had a flat tire. And then I was muted on this platform. Jess, I can't believe you paid. I have to pay you back now, Jess. Holy shit. That's where I'm at now. My God. Appreciate you, Swayze. A flat, flip it, best. I owe you guys now. I owe you guys. Holy hell. I don't know what's going on. I'm going to have to check the mic. The mic was fine. My goodness. Ricketts maybe muted the show. Maybe that's what happened. Maybe enough's enough, Godfather. I just can't believe I went through all those comments, had a blast doing it, to tell you I had a flat tire. All of you for not to be able to, just to say you didn't hear me in the first place. I like how you just got a ton of money for the channel. No wonder why it went from like 60 people to like 20. We're back. Will the Cubs win a playoff game? I think they will. CPO, that was hilarious. Maybe for you. It was not that funny for me. J. True, don't worry. I put in the Hooters plug between 12:30 and 1. We actually said prayers out for Guff if he's in trouble. I saw that. I actually said no need for prayers. My tire got me here. It still needs, you try to go out and do a few things before just to check a few boxes. Nope. David Bell, welcome to the channel. I thought I had a senior moment. Glad it was you. Yeah, this is chalk. This turned into the Friday happy hour. I think I should go get one right now. Holy crap. Yeah, Jordo lost his uncle yesterday for sure. We definitely are with him. Should have bet on faulty tech. It wasn't even faulty tech. It was faulty tire, and then it led to faulty tech. I'm okay, guys. Don't send me more. They should try that audio for the end of Bears games. The silent count. That's what the Bears are working on this week. The silent count. Mark just tuned in. Happy. Mark's the only one who's seeing the show as it's supposed to happen. With sound and everything. Good thing that Kyle took the rest of the day off. Nathan, most unlikable coach, LaFleur, McDaniel, Sirianni, or Dan Quinn? How is Dan Quinn unlikable? Everything you hear about him, everyone loves. I don't hate Matt LaFleur. He wins. Of that group, to me, it's McDaniel. It's Mike McDaniel. And I think he's going to get fired. Sirianni does. I do think it's Mike McDaniel of that group. It's a good question. You need to go to Hooters after this and get a black cherry margarita. You ain't kidding. $8 all month. Jesus. I need more than one. I need the black cherry margarita and a Big Daddy mug. How about that? So I wouldn't have gotten the parlay. Darn. Jess, I think that would have qualified, actually. They would have given you the parlay. 55 and backwards hat on. 55 and a backwards hat on sideline. What are we doing? First of all, I'm not 55. Secondly, kiss my ass. How about that? I don't care if you don't like. Wait here. You want the sweaty hair of a tire change? Come on, Nathan. You're allowed to say whatever you want, dude. You don't like the backwards hat? Oh well. AARP members can't be doing that. I'm not Come on, Nate. I'm not even close to 55. Thank God Ballesteros is in the lineup today. However, why is Bush still leading off? I don't think Green Bay will finish fourth in the division. Oh, not me. Dan Quinn. Oh, Dan Quinn. Dude, this show has this thing has jumped the shark. Should send that money to the sky as they need to get out of the basement. Think this good. Kyle, the season's over. We're still talking about the sky, man. I thought we made a deal. The Rays have a lot of players injured. Hey, the White Sox just took 2 out of 3s from the Rays. So you guys say what you want. The White Sox, who are 500 since the break, just beat their butt. Guff, do we know the status of Gordon and Jarrett yet for Sunday? No. We are waiting. The recap rush hour will be out later with the updated injury report. Not great that the two of them weren't in practice. Now, Jalen Johnson's supposed to play. TJ Edwards was taking a step towards playing, but not at the expense of losing those two dudes. Dan Quinn looked worse than Fluce's play calling. I like Dan Quinn. Dan Quinn probably should have got the Bears job over Eberflus. They put him in coach. That's the guy they bought the coach seat in the middle seat. Just saw Bears sign Moody to the Jake Moody coming in for a little bit of sorry, Nate. You're a loyal member of the program too. I was throwing haymakers. Yeah, Moody signed to the Bears practice squad. You could feel like all of a sudden Cairo Santos rear view mirror. Definitely off the rails on a Friday, no doubt about it. Need to win the series this weekend against the Rays. Of course, like I said, the White Sox just did. The Bears need a kicker that can do the bare minimum. I promise next week, no Sky Talk, my friend. The Rays can usually pitch, but they hit like the Cubs. Again, the White Sox just beat them. The only good thing going for the Rays, they didn't have to travel. They've been in Chicago all week. What does the Bears' fourth quarter and your tire have in common? They both went flat, but at least you could fix yours. Whoa! True story, David. Almost game time. Provasic. It's good for memory loss. You could say this show is off the axles. All right, just the pile-on effect. Moody, you don't sign a guy like, why would he go to the practice squad of the Bears if he didn't think he had a shot to be the starting kicker? Because there's going to be other teams that would have been out there trying to sign him. You know what I mean? So similar to Bajent signing a 2-year extension and not going to free agency, he must think there's a real legitimate chance. Welcome to the Retire Lunch Hour. You switched okay. Godfather's 9/12. It's September 12th. Still under the luxury tax. Kyle, do you think the Giants and Reds overtake the Mets? I don't. The Mets haven't won in a week. Still have the spot, but it's getting tight. I mean, the Mets should fire people if they don't make the playoffs. That was a terrible dad joke. Sorry, Guff. All good. There's nothing to be. Hey, I'm the one who owes the apologies today. I think the Giants will make. Wow. Lip Ripper, I'm done with Santos. Also, we need to have a discussion about using a 4th-round pick on a punter. Fair. Cowart, here's Cowart. The money's coming. Hey, I'll show up late more often and then go on mute for the first 10 minutes. Look at the comments. Whew. I have to buy you guys drinks. Cowart, Broncos, Colts. How close will it be? Can't wait to see it live on Sunday. Have a good weekend. I think the Colts are a sneaky home underdog this weekend. I do. Now, it's not going to make Breck Bear feel good, but I do think they're a sneaky home dog. It will be close. Field goal game. Hopefully, Tropicana will be fielded when the Cubs come here next year. Steinbrenner Field is not even close to an ML. Well, no, it's a minor league ballpark. Cowart, thanks for the donation. The enthusiasm on your face when you started was so genuine. I'm glad you enjoyed that because we did not. Yeah, I'm going to just jump to the end of the comments next time. Moody has better range than Santos, but not as consistent. Time for the Cubs, baby. Let's go. It is 1:20. Fired up the Cubs game with the lunch hour, a late edition. Tropicana Field, I'm praying, is fixed by spring. I don't know. I've seen it. Could not be ready. Bears using Santos as a scapegoat is just pathetic. There were many more facts. True, but he barely tucked in a 42-yarder. He missed a 50-yarder, and he didn't kick the ball out of bounds. He didn't have a good night, Swayze. Did not have a good night. All this money, and you can buy new tires. All kidding aside, Discount Tire offers free flat. I know. I'm a big Discount Tire guy. We should get them on the program now. We should get them on the program. All right, prediction time. Bears, Lions. I unfortunately have the Lions winning this game 27-21. Big game for both. I need a prove it game first, I think, before I can pick the Bears in a situation like this. Would love to hear your predictions. Bears in a tight one, 27-21. They fall, is what I'm saying. They fall. Jess, shucks, you missed the beginning, Guff. Lots of comments regarding Commanders-Packers. I can go all the way back up. Commanders-Packers was fantastic. The Packers, there's so many comments. The Commanders, here, like if you go to Nathan's, loves completion rate of 61% and QB rating of 63%. Dominant, come on, I see what you guys are saying. For some reason, LaFleur doesn't get the critical holding calls against him or pass interference calls at critical times, just like Brady, Patriots, and Rodgers, Packers. I'm just going to clip these quotes out now about the Super Bowl and go back to them later at Week 16. I'm not making a prediction on the Bears Lions. Don't want to jinx them. Kyle, If Micah coming to Green Bay is a repeat of when Reggie Wayne went there, I'll puke 100%. And then I saw that stat last night in the game that Bart Starr, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers all won the Super Bowl at age 27. And in November, Jordan Love turns 27. I don't like it. Look at you guys in your comments earlier. Dan Quinn, too, brother, you're eligible for seat turn. Oh, Nathan has a problem with the hat turned around. Jay, do you think the White Sox, good to see the White Sox continue to play well. I have a comp for Kyle Teal. Joe Mauer, holy hell. A first ballot Hall of Famer is your comp? Please, I hope you're right. LC K-Dog, hate to say it, but the Packers should be Super Bowl favorites right now. Defense is scary. Getting Parsons is like Reggie White and Charles Woodson. I mean, he is the real deal. Jumping all the way back down here now. Here are some predictions. Bears 24, Lions 20. Hope you're right. Lip Ripper living in the Lions zone. 28-17 over under a Miami win. Yeah, I think they stink. I don't see them winning 6. Maybe 6. He's getting fired before the show's over or before the season's over. I'm only good for 4 witty comments a day. They were wasted in the beginning. Damn it. Have your margarita and get it back. 27-17, Detroit. I think the Bears squeeze out a win, says the dead Al. I'm a Sox fan, so I think the Bears win 24-23. That'd be fun. Bears up to 6.5, Bird Dog. It's take the heart out of it. I probably bet it if they're really still getting 6.5. I may bet it up to 7.5. That's just a smart play at this point. Has nothing to do with my heart. You're giving me a touchdown. I don't think the Lions are 7.5 points better than the Bears right now. I don't. Caleb to Rome for the win. Yeah, but were they honest, Jock and Green Bay? Oh yeah. David, Bears lose the game. That would seal his fate. Better future, Colson or Teal. We did a podcast, Jay. You should check this out. Me and Brian Anderson did a podcast on who are the future all-stars of the White Sox. I have both of these guys. I think Kyle Teal is a dude. I really do. I think Colson is, but I think Kyle Teal is the real deal. Guff, if the Sox sweep this weekend, are they serious contenders next year? Even if they don't sweep this weekend, they got to spend some money in order to be called serious contenders. I don't know if that's going to happen. I just don't know. I do know that Hooters probably is a place we should be at right now after this debacle of a show. Cold beer, iconic girls. We got the best food, lunch specials 11 to 3, the OG wings, the boneless wings, the hamburger. You know, I like the cinnamon pretzel bites. Order.hooters.com. Have it delivered straight to your office, straight to your door. You can pick it up that way as well. Or originalhooters.com. Find one of the 11 Chicagoland locations near you. Black cherry margaritas, $8 all month long. And I need multiple ones right now on a Friday, a beautiful Friday here in the city of Chicago. Proud partners of the REKAP. Hooters and proud partners of and sponsors of the REKAP Lunch Hour with Guff. Jess, bet that McDaniel's fired after the bye week for Miami. Do the Bears win more games than Miami? Yes. Swayze has 30-20. Lions. Mark has 28-24 Bears, but win it on a last-minute drive as Ben Johnson gets his revenge. That would be fun. Becky's already barking at Boyd, so that's a good thing. I know. She's already barking, although we're just getting going here, folks. We gave up one hit. Chandler Simpson, a line drive to left field. Pablo was in Columbia. Did anyone ever talk about the key? Not really. Thank God they're both okay because that looked ugly. LSU -7 at +100. I love Alabama tomorrow. Our picks are out, by the way. Our 4-pack of picks are out. Me and Cap, check them out. We went 0-3-1 last week. You could fade us. The 4-pack is out on the channel. 24-19 says Jay. Also, USF +18. I'll be giving a college football play out here momentarily. Oh, Boyd's already given. Oh, God. Who? Oh, God. The sky is falling. Godfather's Lions 34-21. We're going to take the North and never give it back. Here comes 3-17. Looks like Tucker's IL stint will continue for a bit longer. I know. You hope that you can get him some regular season action, though, beforehand. Guys, the bet of the day. 4-0 week. The Packers covered easy. I bought it down to 3. That was an easy cover. I've given you 2+ money bets this week. I gave you Cole Kmet 20+ yards on Monday, hit. I gave you Matt Olson hit and an RBI on Wednesday, hit. We are 4-0 for the week. We are 7-2 in September, and I'm laying the 5.5 with the Houston Cougars tonight at home against Colorado. I think Colorado's overrated. They are having a tough time trying to find their identity since the loss of Travis Hunter and Shedeur Sanders, etc. So we moved to 3-1 in the NFL, feeling pretty good about that, at least when it comes to the bet of the day on this channel. So we're going to add a college football play this week or tonight. Houston minus 5.5, 7-2 start. Let's go. Let's go. The Aviators. My wife took them to work today, by the way. That's how today's gone. Bama has to blow out Wisconsin. So I think this is a get-right game. Wisconsin's without their quarterback. Alabama's won 83 straight games at home against non-ranked opponents. Kalen DeBoer badly needs this game, and so I'm laying the 20.5. It's up to 21. Make sure if it gets underneath that, or over 21, buy it down. Buy yourself that insurance. Great pick, Guff. I'm on that too. Let's go, Bird Dog. Already 3-0 Rays. Oh my God. Home run. Christopher Morel has gone yard for the Tampa Bay Rays. A little comeback. Christopher Morel comes back to Wrigley Field and gets a 3-run homer. Not a good day for Matthew Boyd to start. Hit, walk, homer. Woof. Woof, woof, woof. Houston's going to kick their ass tonight by a lot. I've already put that bet in. It went from 4.5 to 5.5. Christopher Morel. That's what happens when we do a show during a Cubs game. Which happens first? Bears win. Cubs hit 3 homers in a game where Iowa Hawkeyes throw for 150. That's hilarious. Flipping Iowa last week. That's really funny. But you know what I'm going to pick out of that? The Iowa Hawkeyes throw for 150 first. My buddy loved the pick of -5. Dude, we could go 5-0 this week. A 5-0 week. Let's go. I told you we just needed to get back to football season. You got Houston at -6. Chicago can never make things easy. Ever, guys. Ever. That's what we... Oh, come... I'm on mute on purpose. I'm just going to let that comment sit out there for a second. I'm going to let Becky's comment sit there. If you move Boyd to the pen, then what? Come on, Becky. So what? He might not go 6 today. He might not go 6. He just got an out. Big out. Goes to the pen. Mark, I'm worried the Cubs could drop out of the top wild card. Are you kidding me? They have a 9-game lead on the wild card. It's next. They have to almost lose every single game the rest of the way to not make the wild. I'm being dead serious. They have greater than a 99.9% chance to make the playoffs. Stop worrying about making the wild card. Now, whatever happens when they get there, we'll see. But come on. He'll be lucky to go 4. Oh, boy. I'm worried about you guys again. How about we just get the bet of the day? We cut this show off early so you guys can commiserate and go watch the Cubs. We're already on later than we normally are. The Cubs are going to the playoffs. I'm sitting here talking about a 57-win team as if they've been the most exciting team in baseball for the last 5 years. That's where I would love to have feelings again about baseball. Maybe the jerseys are cursed. Cubs would have to go on strike or quit. I mean, just nailed it. Like, there's literally no shot. There's the bet of the day, folks. Houston -5.5. Trying to go 8-2 to start this September. How about that? Talk about the White Sox. There's nothing not to like. Double negative. They have the best record in baseball since August 31st. They're 9-2. They're 25-25 since the All-Star break. They're a top 5 offense in terms of scoring runs. This team is fun. There are dudes, I said on the podcast, I think they have 4 potential All-Stars on their team right now. That is 4 times the amount they had in the first rebuild. Is your confidence in Caleb eclipsing 4,030 still strong? I'm not taking that bet right now. I'm not, guys. If he would have thrown for 410 in week 1, I would have not been out here going Bears are winning the Super Bowl. Okay, so yeah, I until further notice, yes, 25-25 since the break. Who are the All-Stars on the Sox? TR, you should listen to the White Sox recap podcast with me and Brian Anderson. I can tell you, Kyle Teal, I got in that group. Can we trade teams to go to the playoffs since they're both in Chicago? Teal and Colson are both in my group. Here we go. Boyd needs the kid. Oh, you did. Then why are you asking me? Colson, Teal, Shane Smith, who's already been an all-star. Okay. And then it gets BA mentioned, like he likes Edgar Caro. I said maybe. Those three for sure. And then we get into a debate on some of the other ones. And it's a lot of funny. Lip says spend money in the right spots and stocks to be very fun. I think Chase Mydroth is a fan all-star. He's going to be maybe one of the most fun players for fans. Is he ever going to be an all-star? I don't think so. But he could be that guy he could be the glue guy and be here for the next 6+ years. You know, BA threw a comp out on the podcast. Mark Ellis, a really good second baseman for 12 years, had a WAR about 34, never made an all-star. If that's Chase Mydroth, that's a win. Sox playing with house money, which has been fun. Eloy Jimenez just in. Bad at baseball. Yes, bad at baseball. Scotty Pods. Scotty Pods was a all-star. He got voted in. Remember that? All right, guys, there it is. Houston. Whew, man, sorry about all this. The flat tire, rough spot. They were muted. They were late. The hell's going on out here? Enjoy your weekend. We got football. Let's get a flippin' win. Let's talk about a win for once on Monday here on the Recap Lunch Hour. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. The weather's gorgeous. Guys, touch some grass. Put the phone down. Go out. Be with a loved one. Seriously. Hey, Lip, you ain't, the refrigerator's right there. Okay. The refrigerator's right there. You guys are the best too. Enjoy your weekend. Appreciate you guys. You're a big part of why this show is so much fun to do. Have a great weekend. Have a great rest of your day. Remember, it's all brought to you by our partners at Hooters, originalhooters.com, order.hooters.com. Have it delivered straight to your door. Watch some baseball, watch some football, and let's bring it back here on Monday. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Take that. Recaps all weekend.